part 3 of the 4-part series of Growing Up with Greg for the month of March. And today we're going to be talking on relationship advice. So boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, husband, wife, all those areas. But I do want to get in. Hold on. Oh man. What in the world? Who's just knocking on my window, bro? Like, come on now. All this weird stuff. Nigga, Nigga, who is you?
Hey, bro, not to improve. Can I
Me?
come in?
Can you come in? Yeah.
I won't be here for long.
Yeah, you. Man, it's coming. It's coming.
All right, I'm coming.
Why the fuck weird stuff always happens to me? I don't want to sound weird or nothing, but this man was just like me, but go ahead, open the door for him. See who he is.
A few minutes later.
Alright, so I don't know what happened. I don't know what to say about this whole situation that's going on right now with the dude right here, but before we even touch anything, honestly, you know, he's gonna be joining us for a couple, you know, scenes or a little bit of clips. But I did want to do this though. Before we get started, I want to let y'all know this. When it comes to getting into a relationship, you must analyze and choose the person you're dealing with. You don't want to get into a bad relationship with someone that you don't know yet. And understand who you are as a person. Be that kind of, you know, boyfriend or girlfriend in that relationship that you'll want that other person that you're in a relationship with to be for you. And again, you know, just figure out the red flags and everything, the good and the bad. Figure out who this person who you're dealing with is, and try to find out, understand their intentions for you in their life, so you don't waste your time and that person's time either. Anyways, was that good?
You're more than good. Do your thing.
All right, well, yeah, I guess let's get started. So let's go to tip 1.
Yes, sir.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, so for tip 1, and this is the one that's going to really help you build your relationship up when it comes to trying to get to know who your partner is and understanding them on like a deeper level to make things easier for both of y'all, honestly. And that is understanding what your love languages are. Now, there are 5 of them. There's physical touch, words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, and quality time. Now, knowing which love language your partner is very important, because that's how you fill up their love tank. That's how they feel loved by you. And if you can't do that, regardless how good the relationship is, it's not going to work. It's going to fail. You got to fulfill these love tanks that each person has, and even yourself. Now, a way of finding out which one you are, you can go on Google and type in 5 love language tests. It's going to take you to this website, whereas though you'll fill out an assessment by just filling your information in first, and then it'll take you to like the actual juicy questions that tells you what your love language is. And you'll be surprised by the answers and the results you may get. But at the same time though, you're gonna see why you got those results, because they make a lot of sense. This test is very accurate, and when you finally figure out your results and figure out your partner's results, act on them. Listen to the things they tell you, you know, like for example, someone who's a very good listener, they're gonna be able to pick up on things already before even taking this test. But for those who can't pick up on things easy, it's best you do take this test, because once you start acting out on these things, a lot of things will change your relationship, and you're gonna feel way better about your relationship because things are going in both of y'all directions the way y'all want to go. Now, I will say this though, do not forget to still act on them other love languages that your partner may be. Now, for example, I think they're gonna show about 3 love languages that you actually are, like for top 3. And mine were quality time, physical touch, and acts of service. Now, it made sense because I love being around my partner, and I love being able to touch up on them and feel up on them. It don't gotta be even a sexual feeling. It's more so just having their arm touch my arm and their legs touch my leg. You know, just a body-to-body connection. And when people make my life easier, that's acts of service. Basically making things easier for yourself, making things go. Now, when it comes to words of affirmation and receiving gifts, I'm not really big on those. Now, I love to hear my girl telling me things that every man would like to hear, or getting gifts that every man or woman would like to receive. But it's just like, that doesn't really draw me in. It doesn't fill up my tank. I can do without them, but I need those as well. So that's one thing people cannot forget, is to still fill up those other tanks that need to be fulfilled. Just because I'm not really big on them don't mean I don't appreciate those kind of things as well. Like for example, I'm big on quality time, but I'm the least likely to care about gifts. But I don't want no trash gifts when it comes to time that my birthday comes, or just out the blue and you bring me a gift. I don't want no trash gift. Actually put some thought to it, and that has to be meaningful. And you'll learn these things as you get to know your partner. So that's just one way of getting to know who your partner is just by finding out what the love languages are. Now, so for tip 2.
Few inches later.
All right, so there's a lot of things I want to talk on when it comes to tip 2, and I'm going to do this for the next ones as well. But for tip 2, I want to start off with basically keeping your business to yourself. Whatever happens in your relationship stays between you and God. That's it. No one else should know what's going on outside of your relationship, because that is what messes up things. Now, if you do have someone who does know, it has to be one trusted friend. One. And that person must want the best for both of y'all in that relationship. So you and
Look, you're giving good relationship advice, but can I give the people some advice?
Bro, this whole time you been quiet. Now you want to say something, nigga? If you don't get the out of here.
Real quick, here's some real shit, you know? Like, we saying some stuff, but
here go this nigga.
you ain't saying what people need to hear. Listen, if you want your relationship to work, it's not gonna work. Just give up now. I'm telling you, man. I ain't been there, done that. It's a waste of time.
You care if I just...
I'm just telling the people what they need to hear. Like, I don't want them wasting the...
Bro, you gonna have to bounce, bro.
I just got here.
Yeah, for real. You gonna have to go, yo. I can't have you doing this stuff, bro. I just...
Lame ass, nigga.
Yeah. Says you gotta say, my guy, you gotta get up out of here. But yeah, you know, it just can only have you and your spouse knowing the stuff that y'all talking about. And if you do have that friend who does know your information, like what's going on in y'all business, they must want the best for you and your boyfriend or your girlfriend. They must want the best for the both of y'all. It's not gonna work if they're just giving you half-ass relationship advice and they're just only looking out for you. Because in that case, then you shouldn't be in that relationship, because you're just thinking of an exit strategy. It has to be a plan developing both of y'all. And another thing I want to say is be considerate of your partner's feelings. This is for my males right here. You gotta understand, you gotta let things go sometimes. Like, you know, you gotta not drag things on into the next day, because girls, they're easy. They'll let it go if you can just solve the issue then and there. But us dudes, sometimes we kind of just drag things on, and it's like, it's pointless. Like, you know, just handle it while it's there. If you can't handle it while it's there, give y'all some space. But by the time the end of the night comes, y'all gotta handle it. You gotta still be able to go to sleep with your partner and feel like, you know, she has to feel loved and secure and safe by your presence. She can't feel like she wants to get away from you. So giving up the need to be right. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Don't feel like you gotta be right. It's not all about sometimes the intentions that you have. It's more so like the delivery you have. Delivery over intentions. That's what my friend told me. And it makes so much sense, because you can really have the intentions of basically dragging her, you know, like you're trying to get in her shit. But if you can just deliver it a little better, you can get in her shit, but she won't take it personal. Like, it'll be way easier coming across. And another thing when it comes to giving each other space, outside of being in a disagreement, you gotta have space within your relationships, and you gotta have friends outside of this whole thing y'all have. Now, if you don't got no friends or family members to go to, you need to go find a hobby. But y'all relationship just can't be just about y'all two all the time, because someone's gonna want space sooner or later. A healthy relationship needs balance. You need to be able to separate from each other and then come back at the end of the day and talk about your days together. Now, you can still be with your spouse or your partner all the time. I'm not saying don't do that, but just make sure y'all have a life outside of this. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I want to say on that topic, but let's get to the next one. All right, so tip 3, and I'm starting to realize I always put the best advice last for some reason. I don't know why I end up doing this, but it's putting love first. Now, love conquers everything, you know, and this is for people who are married, or if you're in a relationship and you're working towards that. I hope you are if you're in a relationship. That's the point, in my opinion. But love always comes first. It's not going to let you down. It's what's going to keep you on your toes, and it's just something you can always lay your shoulder up on once things get rough, or if you just need someone when you're feeling down. It just is always there. Love does not fail. True love, I say. And I wish I could explain this way better than I can right now, but I'm gonna recommend a video I want you to watch, and it's by Evan Carmichael, and the video is of Tony Robbins and his wife Sage, and he speaks on the 5 disciplines of love, and he touches it so perfect. I wish I could say it the way he said it, but just know, and I'm sure that many older people can tell y'all themselves, if you want a relationship to work, you gotta have discipline, and you gotta have a mutual understanding on things. Now, the tips I want to get at when it comes to this part is you need to make sure that you and your wife or your girlfriend or boyfriend, y'all have the same mindset in a way. Y'all are level and y'all on the same type of time. Like, you gotta understand, like, you gotta want to grow with the person that you're trying to be in a relationship with. Like, you know, this is all about growth because it's to the next step of your journey in life. So on that note, while you're on this journey, y'all need to be setting goals with each other. That's what you do in a relationship. You set goals with each other, y'all plan out the future with each other. Y'all can have your own separate things, but y'all have to be aiming towards the same end goal when it comes to getting married. And the energy is key within this, you know, energy and just straight up growth. Because in a relationship, you don't want to be stagnant, you know, like you lose kind of, I see people, they lose motivation within being in a relationship because they see their partner stagnant, or they see their partner not giving that same vibe or energy that they first did because they don't know how to move up within the next step into their life. So please make sure that you either can motivate your partner or that you have a partner who's motivated within themselves to actually go into the next step, because then you know you got a good one, you got a keeper. Now everyone's probably in a relationship right now that's supposed to be meant for them. But if you are in one, make sure this person that you're with is growing with you. You know, they picking up on the things that you do for a living, or at least have a helping hand out for sake. Like, so then you know this person is there for you, and y'all are about to be on some boss moves, making boss decisions with each other. And remember, this is just an example. And also making sure, my men out here, you are her superwoman. You are the person who she can call her hero. You got to be there for her a way that no one else is going to be there for her. If she runs her own nail shop or a hair salon and she can't make it to a client's appointment because something came up, or she having family issues and it's putting a huge toll on her, she has to be able to look up to you as if you're going to save the day in a way. Like, you're going to be able to make sure she gets out of this emotional feeling that she's having, is somewhat so that she knows that she has someone that's going to be there for her and lift her up when she's feeling down. So, you know, just putting love first, making sure you're there for that person, regardless of all the other things out there in the world. Love always comes first. God put you on earth to love, not to go run this business, not to go make some money. He put you on earth to love. But that's all I want to say on this one. Make sure you watch that video with Tony Robbins in it. And let's go to the fourth tip. All right, so last but not least, tip 4. And that's being romantic. You don't forget the romance when you're in a relationship, regardless you've been there for a year, 2 years, or even 5 years. You got to keep the romance in there. There's going to be things about your partner that you're going to keep learning, because you never fully understand who your partner is. Because every day and every year, they're always becoming a new person. They're always reaching a new chapter in their life, so they're consistently growing. So you need to be treating your partner as if you're still chasing them. You know, like when you first get into this talking stage with your girl or your boyfriend, it's like the most gittery, butterflying feeling that you have when it comes within the relationship, because you're just now finding out how amazing the person you're with is. So it's like you gotta still have that chase when you get into the relationship. And for my fellas out there, and even women, I have to be spontaneous on some dates. Now, it's cool to have regular dates where it's you're going to the movies, or you go straight out to eat, or just, you know, it's the regular base of like people do in relationship dates. But you have to be spontaneous sometimes. Sometimes take her out to go do some pottery, or do painting, like sipping paints, or you got go-kart riding, miniature golf. Let's go to a huge museum that's we never been to before. Let's try something out within a mall. Let's try a new restaurant. It's just really a lot of things you can go out there and try out that, you know, still keeps the relationship alive, that you can do to make sure that you're still treating your woman or treating your man as if like, man, I want to go do this, that with you. I want to do this right with you. I never jumped off a helicopter before. Let me go do that with you. I never even rode a helicopter before. Let's go do that. You know, it's just like a lot of things you can go and do that's new within a relationship. And it's like, as long as you're with this person for the rest of your life, you're always gonna have something new that y'all can do, because there's no way you're gonna do all these date ideas. And once you do them once, you're going to do them again. You got to revisit certain moments that you had within relationships. And then a year go by or a month go by, you be like, yo, you remember the first time we did this? And just recapture and reevaluate all the moments that you had and share with each other, and just live your best life with your partner. That's just really how it is. Like, you know, just be romantic, live in the moment with them, being with them. And just don't forget that you used to chase this person in the beginning, so keep chasing them as long as you still have them. And being able to also tackle down on situations that could prevent y'all from like being like broke up or just anything like that. You know, make sure y'all still, like I said in the beginning, if you got a problem right now, face it now, tackle it down, figure out how y'all can fix it, and just fix it, get over with. Because once you're with this person for the long run, you realize like you can't just keep bringing on the little things to the next day, or just keeping little things with you, because it's like, okay, why are we doing this? Because we're in it forever. So it's like, what's the point of this now? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta let the little stuff just fade away, because there's no need to even keep it on. And that's honestly it for all my tips, you know. And I appreciate those who've been, you know, subscribing to the channel, showing my love, support for me, and just, you know, just throwing me out there, trying to make sure everyone hears and sees my content. You know, I want to bring the most value to my page as I can. And, you know, the more feedback y'all give me, the better I can critique my videos and make sure I provide the content that's going to help everyone who actually looks up to the videos I drop. So, again, this is it. This was part 3 of the 4-part series of Growing Up with Greg. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel down below if you really like this video. And go ahead and comment down below what your favorite section was. And we're gone. Y'all have a blessed one.